Hello friends, it's part 3 in which we will discuss some of the remaining important questions from physics discipline that are asked in last time BARC scientist examination. हेलो दोस्तों, इट्स उमाकांत पात्रा। आप सभी को स्वागत है मेरा यूट्यूब चैनल को। तो बिफोर स्टार्टिंग द सेशन आई वुड लाइक टू डिक्लेयर वन थिंग। दोस्तों, मैंने लास्ट टाइम जो वीडियो अपलोड किया था रिगार्डिंग द लकी सब्सक्राइबर आफ्टर हिटिंग 500 सब्सक्राइबर, थैंक यू ऑल ऑफ यू कि मेरा चैनल उस दिन ही 500 सब्सक्राइबर हिट कर गया था। और जो लकी सब्सक्राइबर रिलेटेड जो वीडियो है आज शाम को आ जाएगा, जिस वीडियो में मैं डिक्लेयर करूंगा कौन है वो लकी सब्सक्राइबर जिसको मैं गिव आउट करूंगा वो वीडियो गिफ्ट। ओके, तो उनको देखने के लिए मेरा चैनल से जुड़ी रहिए और शाम तक वेट कीजिए कि वो कौन है वो लकी सब्सक्राइबर जानने के लिए। तो लेट्स सी एंड लेट्स स्टार्ट द सेशन। ओके, सो दिस इज द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम सुपर कंडक्टर and the question is like what is the relative permeability of a superconductor. So in order to know the relative permeability of a superconductor we have to know the Meissner effect first. So as per the Meissner effect, a superconductor always behave as a diamagnetic material, that is it repel the magnetic line of force in the presence of magnetic field. So superconductor behaving like a diamagnetic material. So if it is a diamagnetic material, then its susceptibility will be -1. If susceptibility is -1, then the relative permeability is equal to 1 plus susceptibility. So it will be 1 minus 1. So it will be 0. So susceptibility is -1. So relative permeability is 0. So the correct answer to the question will be 0. So option 1 is the correct answer to the question. Okay. So move to the next question. So next question is from complex integration. And the question is like that, what is the value of this complex integration 1 by z minus 1 into z minus 2 into z minus 3. So here z is equal to 1, z equal to 2 and z equal to 3 at the 3 singular point of the function. So we have to calculate the respective residue, that is r1 for z equal to 1, r2 equal for the z equal to 2 and residue r3 for the z equal to 3. So if we calculate for z equal to 1, the residue will be limit z tends to 1 z minus 1 into the function. So the function is 1 by z minus 1 into z minus 2 into z minus 3. So z minus 1 cancel. So put z equal to 1, it will be -1 and it will be -2. So answer will be 1 by 2. So residue r1 equal to 1 by 2 for z equal to 1. So residue r1 is equal to 1 by 2. Okay, so similarly now erase this portion due to the insufficient space on the board. So similarly we have to calculate the residue for z equal to 2. So for z equal to 2, the residue will be r2 will be 1 by 1 into -1. So this is will be -1. I will follow the same method for the first as like first. Okay, so residue r2 equal to -1. Okay, so similarly if you calculate the residue for z equal to 3, then the residue r3 will be 1 by -2 into 1. It will be -1 by 2. Okay, so residue r3 will be -1 by 2. So now we will apply the residue theorem. So as per the residue theorem, so total integral value of this function will be 2 pi I summation of rj, or it will be 2 pi I sum of 1 plus 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2. Okay, so this will be 0. So the complex integration जो given है उनका आंसर 0 होगा. Okay, so option 4 is the correct answer to the question. Now move to the next question. So this is the one of the most famous and important question from solid state physics. The question is like that, what is the Fermi distribution function Fe for E equal to EF? So first of all we have to know Fermi distribution function. So Fermi distribution function indicate the probability of occupancy of an electron in a particular energy state having energy E. So Fe is given by 1 by e to the power E minus EF by kBt plus 1. So for given E equal to EF, this factor will be 0. So it will be e to the power 0 plus 1. It will be e to the power 0 plus 1. That means 1 by 1 plus 1. It will be 1 by 2. That equal to 0.5. So particular answer to this question is 0.5. So option 2 is the correct answer to the question. So the question is very basic. So we have to know all the basic concept regarding the subject, so that we can crack the BRC examination. So move to the next question. So the next question is one of the important question from quantum mechanics. The question is like that: if the wave function is given as 1 by 2 n state plus 3 by 2 m state, okay, and m state having energy E1 and m state having energy E2, okay. So what is the probability of measurement of energy state E1, okay. So first of all, in order to solve this question, we have to know whether the given wave function is normalized or not, okay. So in order to check the normalization, so we have to follow the method like here C1 is equal to 1 by 2 and C2 is equal to 3 by 2, okay. So use the normalization constant n square into C1 square, that is 1 by 4, plus C2 square, that is 9 by 4, is equal to 1. So that implies n equal to root over of 2 by 5 root over, okay. So this is the normalization constant n equal to root over of 1 by 2, okay. So now we have to proceed the problem as like, since the normalization constant n equal to 2 by 5 root over, we have to multiply this factor with the given wave function. So the given wave function now become 2 by 5 root over 1 by 2 n state plus 2 by 5 root over 3 by 2 m state, okay. So probability of measurement of the state having energy E1 will be the square of this term. So this will be 2 by 5 into 1 by 4. So it will be 2 is cancelled with 4, it will be 2. So 1 by 5 into 2, that is 1 by 10. So 1 by 10 will the correct answer to the question. So option 3 is the correct answer, okay. So move to the next question, and next question is one of the basic question from electromagnetic theory. The question is like that: for a conductor of radius r, let's suppose this is a conductor, okay, and the radius is r, okay, and the magnetic field inside the conductor is related as r, with r as, okay. So first of all, if we are measuring magnetic field outside any point P of the conductor, then the magnetic field at the point V will be mu 0 I by 2 pi r. But here is magnetic field inside, okay. We have to measure the magnetic field inside the conductor. So the magnetic field inside the conductor will be directly proportional to the r, okay. So the correct option will be option 1, okay. If the question is asking about the magnetic field outside the conductor, then the magnetic field will relate with the r as inversely, okay. Magnetic field is inversely proportional to the distance if we are measuring the magnetic field outside the conductor. But the question is all about the measurement of magnetic field inside the conductor. So magnetic field will be directly proportional to the distance, okay. So move to the next question. The next question is all about the classical mechanics. The question is from Lagrangian mechanics, okay. The Lagrangian question. So the question is like that: the given Lagrangian is equal to 1 by mx dot square, okay, this is dot, and my dot square, okay, plus mx. Then which of the following statement is correct? दोस्तों ऐसा टाइप बहुत क्वेश्चन आएगा बार साइंटिस्टिक एग्जाम में कि which of the following statement is correct, okay. So we have to analyze all the statement, okay. So first of all, see, the Lagrangian is carrying x dot and x. So x is not a cyclic coordinate, but there is y dot, but y is absent. That means y is a cyclic coordinate. So y is a cyclic coordinate because here y dot is present, velocity component is present, but y is not present. That is position vector, position coordinate, generalized coordinate for the position is absent. That means y is a cyclic coordinate. If y is a cyclic coordinate, the corresponding linear momentum, that is py, must be constant, because py equal to del L by del y dot, which is del L by del y dot, okay. So this quantity will be conserved. But this Lagrangian also a time independent Lagrangian. If Lagrangian is time independent, we know the total energy of the system must be constant. That is, total energy should be constant. So in this case, total energy will be constant, and the y component of the linear momentum will be constant. So py is conserved. This is statement correct. and total energy is constant, that is this statement also correct. So option C will be the correct answer, that is the both statement is the correct for the given question. Okay, so this is one of the most important question for Lagrangian. So dosto, these are the important 6 questions that were asked in previous year BRC examination. So part 4 is coming soon. So keep connecting with my channel, keep support with my channel, kindly subscribe my channel, so that in incoming days I can discuss more and more number of questions regarding the BRC scientific examination, which is most important job or important examination for for building a career. So that I am here to help you. So be connected with me, subscribe my channel, share my video, like my video. Thank you so much.